No army in the Second World War built its infantry around the machine gun the way Germany did. Not Britain, not the Soviet Union, not the United States. In fact, German squads existed to serve one weapon, not the other way around. By 1945, that obsession left them fielding everything, from cutting-edge buzzsaws, to First World War relics, to captured enemy guns pulled straight from the battlefield. These were the 14 machine guns that armed Nazi Germany. Let's start on the ground. When Germany invaded Poland in 1939, it was already carrying weapons designed before the First World War had even ended. The MG08 and its lighter 0815 variant were water-cooled, heavy, and outdated, but extremely reliable. Germany had thousands sitting in storage, so they put them back into service. Mostly assigned to static defense, bunkers, airfields, rear line positions, they weren't mobile, but they didn't need to be. They just needed to fire. After World War I, Germany's first real attempt to modernize its machine gun inventory was the MG13. About 25,000 were produced before it was replaced by more advanced designs. It was lighter and more flexible than the MG08, but by the mid-1930s, it was already being overshadowed. During the war, it mostly served in training and second-line units. That next leap forward was the MG34. Adopted in 1934, it became Germany's first true general-purpose machine gun. Around 350,000 to 400,000 were produced during the war. This wasn't just a new weapon, it was the embodiment of German doctrine. Everything revolved around it. It could serve as a light machine gun, a sustained fire heavy gun, or be mounted on vehicles. One weapon, multiple roles, but precision engineering made it expensive and sensitive to dirt. On harsh fronts like the Eastern Front, that weakness mattered. Germany needed something tougher and cheaper. The answer arrived in 1942. The MG42 was designed specifically to simplify production and improve battlefield durability. Stamped metal parts replaced precision machining. It was faster to produce and more tolerant of mud and dust. And it fired at an extremely high rate, often over 1,200 rounds per minute. Around 400,000 to 450,000 were produced by war's end. Its sound earned it the nickname, Hitler's Buzzsaw, and once you heard it, you didn't forget it. More importantly, it cemented German doctrine. The squad revolved around the machine gun. Riflemen weren't the centerpiece, they were just there to support, supply, and protect the gun. Germany's reliance on automatic fire extended into the air, and as the war dragged on, many aircraft guns eventually found their way back to ground roles. Developed for Luftwaffe aircraft in the early 1930s, the MG-15 was widely used during the early years of the war. As aircraft designs changed, thousands became surplus. Rather than scrap them, Germany converted many for improvised ground use. They weren't ideal for infantry handling, but they fired fast. The MG-17 was a fixed aircraft machine gun mounted in early war fighters. It never served as an infantry weapon, but it was one of the Luftwaffe's primary aircraft guns during the opening campaigns. Introduced in 1940, the MG-81 pushed rate of fire even further. Tens of thousands were produced, including twin-mounted MG-81Z variants. Late in the war, shortages led to many being repurposed for ground and airfield defense. The MG-131 was a compact 13mm heavy machine gun, introduced in 1940. Its relatively small size for its caliber made it ideal for aircraft where space was limited. It became standard armament on many later war German fighters. Entering service in 1941, the MG-151/20 became one of the Luftwaffe's most important automatic weapons. Though technically a 20mm autocannon rather than a machine gun, it filled a similar combat role in many aircraft. Over 75,000 were produced. It was powerful, reliable, and widely deployed. By the mid-war years, Germany wasn't just producing machine guns, it was collecting them. After occupying Czechoslovakia in 1939, Germany absorbed large stocks of ZB-26 light machine guns, redesignated MG-26T. They were reliable, simple, and widely used in early campaigns. Beginning in 1941, Germany captured large numbers of Soviet DP-28 light machine guns. Despite its distinctive pan magazine, The DB-28 was rugged and dependable. German units used them whenever ammunition was available. After Italy's 1943 armistice, Germany inherited thousands of Breda 30 light machine guns. The weapon had known reliability issues, but necessity outweighed preference. They were used primarily in Italy and the Balkans, where ammunition was available. By the end of the war, Germany's machine gun arsenal was incredibly diverse. They had modern designs, World War I holdovers, aircraft weapons, and captured guns. The reason was simple. German infantry doctrine was built around automatic fire. The machine gun was the foundation of the squad. Riflemen weren't the centerpiece. They were there to support, supply, and protect the gun. That philosophy shaped everything, from the MG34 to the MG42, and even the decision to absorb captured weapons whenever possible. At the start of the war, Germany fielded some of the most advanced machine guns in the world. By the end, it was fighting with whatever could still fire. But throughout the conflict, one thing never changed. For Germany, the machine gun wasn't just another weapon. It was the backbone of the army itself.